There are three key points the Western media never tell you when it comes to Taiwan. And once you understand them, you'll never see their reports the same way again. Firstly, we keep hearing one line repeated like copy and paste. The United States is bound by domestic law to provide Taiwan with arms for self-defense. Yes, the US has a domestic law on that. China rejects it for good reason, because America's law has no authority over China's internal affairs. But what the Western reports never mention is the other half of the story. In 1982, Washington made a solemn promise to Beijing that U.S. arms sales to Taiwan would not exceed the levels of previous years and would be reduced over time. That commitment stands in black and white. And yet today, we see the largest arms sales in history, $11 billion worth. Not reduction, but escalation, a direct breach of the commitments the US made to China and to the world. Another distortion. They claim the mainland is preparing to attack Taiwan. But the truth is clear. Like every responsible government on earth, China does not rule out the use of force only if separatists cross the red line. That is, deterrence, not military threat. China is the world's largest trading nation. It would be absurd to believe we want war at our doorstep. Our preference is peaceful reunification and integrated development. The choice being tested is not on the mainland side, it is with the Taiwan authorities. Integration or separation, dialogue or confrontation. Now, you may be seeing news of the latest round of military exercises the mainland is conducting around the island. And you may be told that, see, that's why we need to sell more weapons to Taiwan. But these exercises would not have happened had there not been the $11 billion arms sales. Contrary to what's claimed in Taipei and Washington, these arms sales are the source of instability and a threat to peace in the region. Thirdly, the DPP authorities are portrayed as victims, small, innocent, particularly worth rescuing because they're democratically elected. Under the disguise of democracy, DPP leader Lai Ching-te sought to increase the island's defense budget by a whopping $40 billion from the year 2026 to 2033, the largest special defense budget in over 30 years. But what do the majority of Taiwan people really think? A survey conducted in June 2025 by a Taiwan foundation shows that over half of those surveyed believe America is only profiteering from arms sales to Taiwan. Nearly 70% of respondents believe they are being used as a pawn by the US against the mainland. Only about 1 in 10 believe America is serious about protecting Taiwan. It's clear, when the DPP talk about buying more weapons for Taiwan, they are not defending the island, they are mortgaging its future. So let's remember these three truths. The US has an international obligation to reduce, not expand, arms sales to Taiwan. Not ruling out force does not mean initiating war, and the majority of Taiwan people do not agree with more arms sales.